Hey there, everybody. It is Angela. I'm up here in the Champions Club. You came in with a big round of applause, Matt Adams. When you walked in, I heard everybody cheer, and I was like, who's over there? It was you. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, this is good. It's always great to be back here and be with the fan base and just be able to give back and put smiles on these people's faces.
I love that. I walked through the line to see what people were going to have you sign. There's a lot of photos of the celebration of the hit off Kershaw. So let me ask a question that I'm pretty sure I know the answer to. Do you still remember that moment?
Oh yeah, like it was yesterday. It's honestly that's the moment that kind of put me on the map here in St. Louis. So really grateful and blessed that I was able to have that moment under my belt and be able to celebrate it with the fans of St. Louis.
Now, I think everybody in this line that cheered for you knows the big city, but we're also broadcasting over there at Ballpark Village, so can you tell us where the nickname Big City came from?
Yeah, one spring training showed up and Lance Berkman came up, put his arm around me. I was a little bit heavier back then. Put his arm around me and was like, I'm tired of big guys being nicknamed Big Country, so we're gonna throw a little wrench in it and call you Big City, and it just kind of stuck, and then Freezer kept it rolling, and it's still here today.
It is definitely still here. Now, like I said, your line is very long, so you haven't played with the Cardinals in a number of years. How does it feel to walk out here, get the applause, see all the people that still are Cardinals fans and still want that autograph, and maybe a few seconds of your time?
Yeah, it's awesome. I spent the last couple of days on the caravan as well, so it's I love doing these kind of things and being able to interact and a little bit more, intimate, rather than being on the field. Fans can get a little bit closer. We can chat a little bit. So doing these things and interacting with the fans, it's awesome.
What have you been doing this off season?
I've been enjoying retirement, not a whole lot of anything, but just enjoying time with my family, my wife, doing some things that I haven't got to do the last few years playing. So just really enjoyed the off season. Now I'm getting ready to head to spring training in Arizona and start the next chapter of my life.
The next chapter, let's tell everybody what that is.
Yeah, I'm going to be, the AAA bench coach for the Padres in El Paso. So, get to go out to spring training, be with Mike Schilt again and be able to learn from him, be around him and his staff, and just really, kind of understand the ins and outs of the coaching.
I love it. All right, Matt, I'm going to let this line get back to going because it's a long line. But is there one most embarrassing song that you used to play to get yourself hyped up? Now it's over. You can tell us what that embarrassing song was that got you hyped up for a game.
Embarrassing song? I don't know, but I had two embarrassing moments this past weekend on the caravan. I had to do the chicken dance at the University of Mizzou up in front of everybody, and then I had to get everybody, our last stop in Hannibal, I had to get everybody to stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance. So that was, I'd probably have to say those two moments trump any kind of song that I put on my playlist before a game. So
I'll let you have that, and I won't make you do the celebration after the Kershaw dance, and I'm going to swing over here. Thank you so much, Matt. I'm just going to bounce right over here. Look at me. Hi, Trevor. How you doing?
I am fantastic. Good to see you.
You always look very happy when I see you. You're always in a good mood.
You're giving me good vibes.
Okay, I'll
and
take it.
the Cardinals fan, being here in St. Louis and around the organization is it's been very enjoyable for me. I've been gone now for a few years, and so I would say, yeah, my happiness and excitement is because it's like coming back home and seeing all of the people that I grew up with. So I'm enjoying that.
I absolutely adore that. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Matt over there. When you see this long line of people, what are you thinking when you see this long line of people that want your autograph and want a moment of your time?
Exactly. It's it's humbling and surprising, but it's no surprise because that's really the reputation of this organization. The fan base has always been extremely supportive, and I'll say even hospitable. I spend a lot of time here with my family in St. Louis and the city and around these fans, so I'm not surprised to see the turnout and how they've just treated me even as an alumni now, and talking to some of the people who have come through the line already. I mean, they've traveled pretty far. I've heard Carolinas, I've even heard Hawaii, and then more local like Quincy, Illinois, which is, you're still traveling to come and be a part of this event. So like I said, it's humbling but not surprising because this is the reputation of this fan base.
I love that. Now, I saw you sign a whole bunch of baseballs But over the course of your career, what's the most interesting, unique item you've signed? PG-13, of course.
PG-13. Well, I've been asked to sign just about everything you can imagine. I was asked to sign a Bible, which I, forwent that opportunity. And then, I think I've signed some babies before. I think some body parts here and there, keeping it PG-13.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of anything and everything. I've never been. There's never been an opportunity to sign for somebody, and they didn't have something for me to sign. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
That's fair. I've seen some unique items that I don't think you've quite got to yet. There's a man back here that he showed me a sign. He's got a photo of an autographed jersey that he's going to have you sign. Are you signing a lot of photos of autographed items?
A few, but that's not as common if it has already a photo of an autographed item. I'll be interested to see that one.
What's your favorite memory looking back at your time here with the St. Louis Cardinals?
So many good memories. It can't really narrow it down to just one, especially the time that I was here and the winning teams. You could point to the World Series, you could point to seasons where we won 100 games and all the unique moments that happened along the way. But I would be, I want to say, and this might be cliche, you hear it a lot, especially from Cardinal players, but it's just the relationships, the guys that you're with in the clubhouse, the organization top to bottom, all the way from the ownership to the front office, and the support staff that works here in the stadium and that supports us in the team. Those relationships, even as I get older, become more and more valuable to me. And so, looking back on that, I'm very thankful to be a part of the greatest franchise in baseball, I believe, and it's really impacted my life.
I love that. I'm going to let your line get back to signing too, but do you have an embarrassing song that you used to listen to right before you would go out to play?
Embarrassing song? Well, I have 3 daughters, so, we're Swifties in the household. That might be somewhat embarrassing, but yeah, Taylor Swift, she's I guess she's latched on to the NFL, so it's a little bit more manly than maybe it was a few years ago. So yeah, I'm not ashamed to put on some Taylor Swift driving down to the ballpark before the game.
I love that. Now we are going to go check in with an Martin Luther King celebration.